Today we're going to talk about ClassPass and Beanstack as part of the Race to Read program at Atlanta Public Schools. So what is ClassPass? It is a partnership with the Atlanta-Fulton County Public Library System. Now every student and every teacher automatically has a library card. So how do we access their materials? First, you'll log into MyBack. You can get there just by typing in MyBack to Google and using your login credentials. Your login credentials for MyBack are going to be your network ID and your lunch number for students. That's also the same way that you get into the Fulton County Public Library. So if you see here, we have a number of different buttons. You're going to scroll over to the button that says Atlanta Fulton Public Library and click on it. There's also a link to a couple of different resources that we get with our lunch number and library card number. So click on it. We have eCampus resources. All of these are accessed using your library number. So what is your library number? How do we log in? Students will use their network ID and their lunch number. Anytime you're asked for your library card number, it's going to be your network ID. The network ID is the same set of letters and numbers that you use to log into the computer, to get to any kind of email that you have with the school. You'll also use your lunch number as your password anytime that it asks for a password. Teachers will need to use their Lawson ID, and then they will need to use their password as change me, all uppercase. You will have the opportunity to change that password if you log into AFPLS directly. There's some really cool resources with the Atlanta-Fulton County Public Library System. I'm just going to show you two of them. One of them is Tutor.com. With Tutor.com, students can access SAT and ACT prep, but they can also get an online tutor from noon to midnight every night. This is great for those of you who are trying to brush up on a couple of skills that you're a little too rusty on. You can also send them your essays, and they will send you back some feedback on the essay. But you can connect with a tutor, explore online resources. For those of you who are a little bit older, you can get help finding a job or prepare for a test. They've got great SAT and ACT materials, as well as materials for the advanced placement tests. So don't forget about this resource. Again, it is a real person that you can open up a screen and chat with to help with homework and resources that you need for that. The second resource I'm going to show you is the Testing and Education Reference Center. If you click on that, you can get access to a number of materials. You see here that it asks for your library barcode. Again, that's going to be your network ID. So I'm going to sign in. And once you sign in, it's going to ask you a couple of questions. Let's just see what they have available for us. So we're going to assume we're a high school student. Move on, we want to prepare for a test. And the test we want to prepare for is a college entrance exam. So they have ACT prep resources, AccuPlacer resources, SAT, and more. And they're all free. If you click on SAT prep, you'll see that they have practice tests and a full online course. If you click on the course and start now, you can register and walk yourself through it. Remember, when you register, if it asks for your library card, again, that's your network ID. But there are flashcards, there's essays, there's reading portions, and you can just kind of walk yourself through it, and then you can get feedback on why you got those questions wrong that you got wrong. You can even time yourself if you see right here. I want to go back to my backpack and click here. We're back at the Atlanta-Fulton Public Library button, and there's one right here that says Overdrive eBooks. If you've got a phone or a tablet, you can download Libby. Libby is a app that you can use. It's right here. I like this little person right here. Libby, and you can download ebooks or audiobooks directly to your phone using your library account. Again, it is your network ID. So you can find all kinds of books and all kinds of resources. So if I want to read All American Boys, I can click on that, select borrow, and it will download to my phone directly. There's also an audiobook. You can select different collections to look by and different subjects as well. The entire point of Race to Read is to get everyone to read more often. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a way for you to track that with Beanstack. Click on it. So what is Beanstack? Beanstack is part of the Race to Read program at Atlanta Public Schools. It is a resource that you can use to download or log in all of the minutes that you spend reading. We want everyone to get to 2 million minutes this year. So how do I log in? Well, first you go to MyBack and click on the little link there. And your network ID will be your username, but your password will be Race to Read, slightly different from AFPLS. Again, your network ID is your username and Race to Read is your password. So let's go to my account. So this is what Race to Read looks like. When I log in, it has all of the minutes that I've read, and it also has badges that I can accrue. So these are the different badges based on how many minutes that you read. So what do you do when it's time for you to log your reading? You can either click here where it says log reading, or you click on minutes to see where you can go. So when I read 60 minutes, this will light up for me. So let's go up here to log reading. I want to log my minutes. I'm going to choose today's date, and I'm going to put in how many minutes that I spent reading. I was reading for 5 minutes today, and I read the newspaper. Oh, you see here that all of the titles pop up for different titles, so you can just leave it there or you can change it to something specific. If you're using the app, which is really great, there is a timer and also a place for you to put in the barcode. Would I like to include a review? Nope. I'm just going to put log. So now I have 5 more minutes logged, and it's that simple. If you have any questions about Race to Read, you can ask your librarian at your particular school. Again, ClassPass is super easy. Remember this little green button for a public library and the bottom one here for Beanstack to log your reading. You can check with your individual school to see if there are going to be incentives for your reading. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving break and on to the rest of the year.